And we are back. We just beat Misty, and we are heading on towards Bugsy. We're about to see what's up with Bugsy. We're about to see why is Bugsy. Everyone asks, why is Bugsy? Where is Bugsy? But what about how is Bugsy? You know, all the funny memes. We did get cut, apparently. I don't have anything that can use it, so I'm not really sure what to do with that information. But we do have Bugsy up here. Figured we'd go up here. Take on Bugsy. He's gotta have Scizor, right? He's got 4. That's a Lock Kicks. That's actually a hyper aggressive start. It's also raining, which makes it so that way I can't hit bug types with a certain weakness. We'll do Rock Tomb. That's a U-turn. Ow, that hurt. Yep, there's the Scizor. Yeah, that's the one. Makes sense why it's raining here now. I'll take that. Okay, it does have Bullet Punch, though. I'm probably going to have to sack it. It does have U-turn. Okay, that's a thing. Okay, so U-turn resolve first, bringing in Ladian. It's got to be U-turn spam, right? This team's got to be U-turn spam. We're going to hop on in with you. Hopefully I outspeed Ladian. Focus Sash, that's problematic, actually. Do a Wing Beat. Fuck! It does outspeed me. It almost one-hit me, too. Damn, it's just that good. Do a Wing Beat does get around Sash, though. There we go. That's a Scyther. So he has Scyther and Scizor on his team. Interesting. Nope, I can't outspeed him. He's got to have IV investment or something. I'm 2 levels above him, and he's just outspeeding me, which is fine. I mean, it's just like, damn, there's some definite IV and EV investment here. There's got to be. Aerial Ace. That actually did a lot of damage. Come on. Oh, son of a bitch. I thought that was going to actually do a little more. Actually, I am rain boosted. So here's what we're going to do. I am rain boosted. Dead. Being rain boosted actually kind of saved me there. That Lock Kicks is going to come out. We're going to Ice Punch it. There's that U-turn, so it's going to U-turn me. Scizor's going to come out. We're going to Ice Punch that Scizor. Scizor does have Bullet Punch, which is important to note. We are actually... Bird's down already. Yeah, we're going to swap out. There's the Aerial Ace. I mean, it's an attack that never mixes. I mean, it's fine. It wasn't very effective, so I'll take that. We're going to Spark that. Cool, Lock Kicks comes back out. If I can knock out the Lock Kicks, I get a free in. But Luxio's arguably dead. Nope, there's no way I'm knocking out that Lock Kicks. No fucking way. We're going to Dull Eyes. Lower its attack just a little bit. Yeah, there's the U-turn, and then Scizor's going to come back out. And with Scizor coming back out... I don't think I'm in range. We're going to see a huge power-boosted Aqua Jet Azumarill. Nope, there it is. There's the... It outspeeds me, so... Well, even... The crit wasn't even necessary there. Come on, man. Come on now. That wasn't even necessary. You didn't have to crit me like that. And now, because Aerial Ace is just going to shred me. Apparently my Venusaur outspeeds. That's strange. I need to remember if Leech Seed works on bug types or not. Yes, it does. I don't think it works on grass types because Among Us. Among Us is really just interesting as a Pokemon. Changes a lot. Okay. Mega Drain it. It's really not going to do a whole hell of a lot. It's really not. I'm relying on chip damage at this point. And it's got to have some built-in something. It's got to have a barrier or something, right? Yep, there it is. Dude, these fucking berries, man. How is it I outspeed it? I'm so confused. Yeah, and then Lockix is gonna come out. I don't have anything for Lockix, man. I really fucking don't. And then it's gonna use U-turn again, and I'm dead. Yeah, I can't stop that. I'm so confused how Ivysaur outspeeds it. That's the part that confuses me. I guess I can go level up on that Rocket Grunt. I mean, the gym leaders are just Mega Drain double resist. It's rough. Well, and it's fine. It's double resist. I wasn't expecting to do any damage. It's that, like, damn, the U-turn and flip turn teams are going to be nutty in this. I'm already calling it. It's going to be fucking wild. It's okay. I'll just get a couple levels. Rocket Grunt's right here anyways. Missed bystander, don't you believe me? Not really, no. No, there wasn't a good answer there. Like, there really wasn't a good answer there. That's an Alolan Persian. That's kind of neat to see. It knows Water Pulse. It's not Stab, but it's fishing for that confusion. And it critted and confused me. What is that RNG? And I heard it was... Bro, please! Bro, you done got me fucked up. Bro got me fucked up. Yeah. In resist. And that's a shockwave. Okay. These movesets are just so strange to me. There we go. Mostly it's just confusion on the speed tiers. I don't know how it kept outspeeding me. But then Ivysaur should have always been guaranteed outsped. So that confused me. You get a Panther, right? It'd be cool to see, you know, something different than what we got instead of getting Garfield. Yeah, that Mega Drain's gonna hurt. Zoomerill's dead. I got greedy. I got super greedy on that. I should not have got that greedy. But it's whatever. I'm gonna spark it. Like, that Cross Poison's such a good move in its repertoire. It has a really good move in its arsenal with Cross Poison. Vito's 27. No, if anything, I just need to get that Lockix right off the bat. I don't know how I was outspeeding Bird. That's a Bullet Seed. Sure. It's going to hit 5 times. Watch this. 4 or 5. Calling it. That's a crit. 4. Bro. Bro, please. Bro, please. Yeah, I'm aware it hit 5 times. Thank you for the update on that one. Oh my god. What is that RNG? And it has a okay, that's the first time we've seen a berry like that, a provincial berry. So be causing a combination of EV. Right, but it shouldn't be outspeeding other things in my team then. Because Ivysaur is probably the slowest on my team. Like, I'm confused why it was outspeeding it. Like, I'm just like, I want the game to be fair. It's gonna hit 5, watch this. Does this motherfucker have Skill Link or something? Like, I just need to know. Like, god damn. I don't know what that was. I'm still not over, too. Oink Cologne. Sure. Yeah, we're not gonna allow that to pass, Captain. No, ain't no way. No way, no how. It's fine. We're just gonna have to seed Oink Cologne, and we're just gonna have to play this super safe. Right, you see it though, right? You see, like, how is Ivysaur outspeeding that? Like, it doesn't logically make sense. Which is just, I don't know, it's an interesting interaction. I'll give it that. Alright, woke up. It's gonna stockpile. The berry, bro! Please! I'm also like really hampering myself with that 5th member. I want to figure out what's in this stupid egg, but like, Oh god, it's hurting not having it being down an option. It's hurting a little bit because I'm missing ground coverage, missing fighting coverage. Like there's a few things that I could use. Yeah, you'd be fast asleep. I guess it's going in order of gym leader appearance then, actually. Because it's going Faulkner and then Bugsy. Interesting. That's a headbutt. That was a really flinch. Ayo. And a flinch, double flinch. There we go. Yeah, King's Rock on you, something like that, maybe? Are we going for triple flinch? Triple flinch? Wow, that was a fight. Oh my god, what was the RNG in that? What is the probability of all of that happening? I'd be very curious on the numbers of that. Wow, okay. Return the TM I stole. Dig. Every move is just a variant of dig. God, I hate that theory so much, but I kind of love it. Okay, there we go. We have finished that. Counterpart at least so far. Right, yeah. Brendan in Gen 3 is the one that's throwing me off, though. Because I don't know why he was in Viridian Forest. Unless there's another appearance. Maybe it's appearing with, like, what Rivals did in Gen 3. How the Rivals will show up at certain points. Maybe. I don't know. I have to look into that. I'm very curious to see what other Gen 3, if even we're going to get to Gen 4 or anything like that. I'm assuming we have Gen 4 trainers in here. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. I'm very curious. I'm curious where this goes. All right. How far can we... Yeah, so we can't use cut. So, yeah, we're going to have to go down to Vermillion, aren't we? There's nothing over here for us. Pokemon Daycare is over... kind of want that. I'm like, did they move the daycare? No, it's just the tiles down further. My Stable Buff and Sun. The most useless Pokemon? Oh, man. That's a think on that one. Probably either Pluzzle or Minun because of how they work. Okay, so this is actually an official daycare now instead of not an official daycare, instead of just raising levels. Do you have a Carbink? Ice Cube. Oh, you can get Ice Cube trade. That's kind of cool. Oh, Silver's appearing as well. I'd be very curious to see if Silver appears. I'd love to see it. There we go. And then next underground path. Yeah, so then you use item finder down there. Is there anything up here? Yep, there. That's why I check. Being a shock. That's not a bad TM. It's really not. There's another den down here. There seems to be a den on every route or so. Aren't many bugs out there. I mean, compared to Contact, compared to Gen 1 and Gen 3, yeah, there are. Especially we're up to 9 generations. Ladian. Let's see here. That's a Reflect. Ladian could also be considered a very useless Pokemon, actually. Let's see here. Doing the Gen 2 fight in reverse, yeah, if we found gold and gold challenge, this would actually be pretty cool. Like if we got to Mount Silver or something. I don't know what's in this game. I'm still, looking at this from a pretty blank mindset. I've not spoiled myself for a lot of features. Peekaboo. That's a Mothim. Lepidoptera, if you will. Yeah, it's going to take 2 hits. He's fishing for flinches, but it's not going to work. We're going to roost that. There we go. Yeah, Mothim would continue to just chip away my health bar. Rather than roost up again, I felt it was going to be better to just go on the offensive and take it out with another dual wing beat. Swagger might be cool. I've heard of like what Kaizo Emerald as well. I'd love to get around to playing that at some point, especially the Battle Frontier in it. But that's also one of those that I haven't really heard about. Like I've heard about it, but I haven't really played it or seen much of it. So I figure going into these blind would be a very unique experience. That's a pounce. Speed fell, that's fine. I still outspeed unless it pounces again. Nope, no, it's not gonna get the chance to. Perfect. Means if Scavalier is gonna be a thing in this game. No, you're kidding. Am I, though? Senior round, are you good? Good at what? What do you mean? What are we talking about? Elijah, Masquerain. It's Intimidate, so Water Bug. It's fishing for flinches. Oh, there's gonna be a lot of air slash. I'm already calling it. There'll be a lot more air slashes to come. They are fishing for those super hard. I mean, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna swap out. Air slash coming in hot. Not very effective. It's 28. That was a really big Masquerain, though. I'll say that. It's probably buff Masquerain stats, too. Help all play. I thought this was a double battle. Maker Isabella. Or Isabel, bleh. That's a Sinisty. I already actually have... The Will-O-Wisp. Yeah. This is going to devolve real quick, I can already tell. That's a weak armor, too, yeah. That was really, really smart to, one, initiate burn, losing 75% of one's physical capabilities, but then also follow it up with a weak armor. That's actually really good. It do be Danny DeVito. Allegedly. It's a Lombre. For Lombre, we're actually just going to swap the fuck out, because it's probably got Fake Out. It's probably got Fake Out in reserve. Hey, yo, what did I say about Fake Out? That's the one. I'll take that W. 1 and 2. $29. This is 29. Swadloon. Just gonna do a wing beat it. Call it good. Don't even worry about it. Just finish it off. Topic Kill 2017, you know. Yeah, I loved using Alolan Muck in 2017 VGC. Oh god, Gen 7, it was great. I'm happy that it is potentially coming back to Scarlet and Violet. I think we've had confirmation it's coming back, but I think it's in the second DLC. I don't know, I'd have to see it. I'd have to look at the chart again. I do love me some Alolan Muck. I've been super upset that I haven't been able to bring it up to anything past Let's Go. Probably Rock Tomb. Double hit. I'm gonna survive, but barely. Unless it crits. I'm actually gonna die because of burn. Should have actually just let that be. Flamethrower for Kartana. Oh, hell yeah, dude. Kartana was everywhere. Kartana was nutty. Oh, God. I can't wait to see if there's going to be a train or something with Kartana in this. Did it use Pursuit? What did it just use? Did I not swap out? I looked away for a second. I remember Valiant is fairy type and not fairy psychic. Or counter Valiant. Yeah. That's fair. Yeah, fair. It's very fighting, which is weird. I don't have a ground type on me, which is an issue. It was Pursuit. Okay, so I did get Pursuit trapped. Which makes sense. I mean, it's a smart move, and Doduo has used it in the past, especially Dodrio. They've used it in the past. Fuck, I think even Tyranitar is still using it nowadays. Okay, we have made it to Vermillion City. We have a couple trainers up north that I want to finish. In that Dex, yeah. I actually really miss the Gen 7 deck style. I think Gen 7's decks would fix a lot of modern problems, where you have the Alola decks, and there were things outside of Alola that were part of the Alola decks, but you could bring everything else over. If it didn't have an Alolan dex number, it wasn't viable for VGC. I think that's better than having, like, Incineroar and Landorus in every VGC season. Well, not every season, but, when it gets up to a powered format. Just gets tired of seeing, that's a Squawkabilly, of seeing the same faces. I've been meaning to get back to VGC for a hot minute. That's a taunt. I'm gonna take it out for some reason. No, well, I mean, it's just pursuit tactics. I mean, it's a valid move. It's there for if you think your opponent's gonna switch. I mean, it's a valid tactic. It's not like I'm getting skill linked by the Octillery. 29. Yeah, there were a lot of omissions from Gen 8, and even then going into Gen 9, like, we didn't have Scald until the DLC. There's just some really weird omissions, and I don't know why they're doing it. Like, I think it's for format diversity, but I think they're ultimately just kind of tripping over their own shoes at this point. Like, they're tying the laces and tripping over it. Like, there's a lot that hasn't come back. Those moves that was kind of too good. It still is too good, I would argue. I mean, an 80 power, 100 accuracy water special move with a, 30% chance to burn. It's so good. It's incredibly useful. And so I can absolutely see when hey, that's a Vulpix. I can absolutely see when, there's a format where it's like, hey, we don't want Scald in this format. It kind of makes things kind of like real a little bit. But like, I know my Walking Wake, I'm going to go put Scald on that because it's just good. So I mean, things like that. I mean, I'm okay with them not coming back in certain capacities, but then we always have like Incineroar coming back. We have Landorus coming back. We have Zacian and Kyogre is now a core again, especially going into a 2 restricted mon format, which I need to actually get back to running my Whimsicott, Zacian, and Kyogre team. I'll try that out in this VGC. Scald burns as much as Focus Blast misses, so it really does though. Like it's almost to an annoying degree. Oh yeah, I forgot about these. They could leave footprints in the sand. I forgot about that. Oh, is he still... Oh, he has an Infernape now. That's cool. That's super cool. What is my level cap? I need to actually ascertain that really quick. Moonblast special attack drops. Yeah. Yeah. Which is rough, especially when you consider Xerneas Geomancy being an incredible force of nature in any format. It's just like, is it necessarily the best thing to run? No. But you have to be cognizant that people are going to be running... It's 34. People are going to be running Moonblast Geomancy Xerneas. It's just going to happen. Much like people are going to be running Oblivion Wing Evital. Much like people are going to be running, Water Spout, Choice Specs, or Choice Scarf Kyogre. I need... What are you? Egg? Egg. Okay, so I'm here. Diglett Cave is there. We're gonna try to beat a couple more trainers. Farm okay, right? God, I wonder where... I mean, I could have started off with Infernape. I just really didn't care what generation I started with, so I went Bulbasaur. Cobra! Geomancy is that there's no counterbalance to other than the rare Hazers. Right, I mean, if Haze was more omnipresent, or if Haze was more readily available, or had, even more specific use cases, I mean, we could argue seeing Geomancy a lot less, right? Dominates again. Very low. Very, very low in regards to Pachirisu. Sajin Park kind of... So the thing about Sajin Park and Pachirisu is that that's actually a really bad matchup now that I think about it. So he saw an opening. He saw... It's kind of like when Audino EX took the... Mega Audino EX took the World Championships in the Pokemon TCG. It's that people saw an opening, saw something that people were overlooking in a format, and he capitalized on it. That's really what it came down to. I mean, we could see it with another Pokemon, but not necessarily Pachirisu. People are also looking at Pachirisu now. Was lightning in a bottle because of the meta, Sage and seeing a hole. That yes, it is exactly that. Yes. Sorry, I have to actually like focus my eyes for a second. My eyes are bugging out. Lead Overload VT, you're absolutely correct. Absolutely correct on it being very format specific. Okay, let me get these trainers. I can't trainer, but I think I can win. Perfect. I used an uncommon non-meta Pokemon to destroy the meta wall reality. Patrucci was a counter meta pick just for that one meta. Oh, absolutely. It was in Auraz restricted VGC. Yeah. Yeah. I miss Auraz. I didn't really play much VGC in it because it just, where I live in Idaho, right? I don't ever tell anyone, don't ever dox your location, don't ever tell your name. I'm open that I live in Idaho. There's not a whole hell of a lot of people that play VGC here, and even then the ones that do, it's just in days and areas that I can't really get to, so I've never really had to play VGC. Go the Primals. God, Primals changed the metagame so much. Just having a mega slot without having to dedicate a mega, a mega, because you could Mega Mawile, or you could Mega Rayquaza, which Wolfblick did. He Mega Rayquaza'd and Primal Kyogre, I believe. He used Kyogre, I think, which was actually technically the subpar pick because everyone was picking Groudon for mine. I mean, it was a war between Groudon and Kyogre. I think a lot of people favored Groudon though. Well, Ice Punch that. Fergraph seeing interest in Drifts stealth counter meta picks until he shuts down priority. Yeah, no, absolutely. And that's the thing, is that you look at Fergraph, and in any meta that is very priority focused, it has a place. Absolutely. It just works, for lack of a better phrase. So yeah, you can capitalize on it. Doesn't necessarily mean that's the best Pokemon in the format. Not necessarily, but it is a tool you can utilize. It's like if you are you have your taunt users. If you need to have a Pokemon with general decent defenses, you could theoretically use Sableye for a bunch of things, to taunt things. Grimmsnarl also exists for certain reasons. You're also poison type. That's an issue. It's one thing to talk about Pokemon on a surface level, but especially when you start getting down into the nitty-gritty of the competitive scenes, it's really interesting. I'm not good at it, don't get me wrong. Evidence of this, how much have I misplayed in this run alone? How much am I missing in this run alone, right? And that's a crit. Oh, please don't do this to me. It's actually gonna knock out the bird. Returns to sleep. There we go. Yep, that's the one. Oh god. Okay. Oh god. Well, Peekaboo's coming out. Casual, I'd love Megas and Primals back. Oh, I'd love to. I'd love to see him back. Don't get me wrong. I would love to see a return to Megas and Primals. I'm not saying I wouldn't. Maybe not in a VGC. Maybe restrict them for a VGC or competitive capacity, right? But I'd love to see, Mega Rayquaza come back, Primal Kyogre come back, things like Mega Salamence come back, Mega Altaria, which is what I still think the only Dragon Fairy in the series, right? Something like that. There's a lot of cool things. Mouse Ape Duo, Palafin, and Indeed's Armarouge, of course, aren't really that common anymore when they were the big... Yeah, they were. Palafin was everywhere, wasn't it? I know that Armarouge also is getting a lot of love. My buddy was running a... Is it Darkspun? Yeah, it's Darkspun, the second evolution, right? Darkspun Armarouge core, because it would use Lava Plume, and then Darkspun would go absolutely nutty with boosts. Because it is a... Oh, that's a soft sand. I'll take that. It went nutty with boosts because it's getting hit by a fire-type attack. He did some testing with it. It was an okay core. I mean, but yeah, no, we had Palafin was everywhere. Because this was before we had access to any of the Paradox Pokemon. Now that those, as I understand it, Fluttermane's everywhere. Urshifu is coming into the game. That's going to be a huge threat that people are going to have to consider. People were saying something about, I think it was Fluttermane Venusaur cores were going to be a thing. I think. Or at least they were rumoring about it when the double restricted Mon format was coming out. Body Press is such a cool move. I love it. It's so neat. It definitely is... It definitely has its strengths. It definitely has its Achilles heels. But God, it is such a cool move. Should be ready by now. Perfect, if you will. Mouse Ape Duo, Palafin, and yeah, no, they were everywhere. I don't really have anything that can crack that neat arena. I am also getting near the end of the stream as a heads up. Probably gonna go about another 5 to 10 minutes. And I do have my Dead Space, as we're recording this, my Dead Space annual stream tomorrow as well. That's going to be fun to go through. Was banned from Smoke on singles in 3 days, and despite that, was also tied with Houndstone as the most used mon. It's almost like Fluttermane's just oppressive, and I love it. Don't get me wrong, I love it as a design. I love it as a Pokemon. I think it's cool. I'm also of the mindset that, man, it is oppressive. It can be incredible. Speaking of Houndstone, here's a Greavard. It's incredibly oppressive, like 100%. And so, yeah, I can, much as I like something, I can also acknowledge when this is just bad or toxic to a format. And that's also kind of been my issue. My issue with VGC is we've allowed Golden Go. And, like, isn't necessarily a pick or the pick, right? I mean, it kind of depends, but god damn, is it a solid pick for anybody that's looking for just a basic, what do I run on this team? It's got a solid offensive typing. It's got a solid, almost busted ability. Like, Golden Go just works. It really is. It really, I mean, yeah, sure, if you end up hitting it with, any physical attack or you sneeze at it, it can go down. Absolutely. I'm not saying it can't. It's just one of those that, like, son of a bitch, it just works. Probably, yeah, I'm not even thinking there. I totally swapped into that without wanting to do that. Special defense. Aqua Tail. Okay, outspeed it. I mean, it works. I love it. I don't think it's going to get carried over. I think it's going to fall the way of the Ultra Beast, where Pokemon releases it and they don't really ever bring it back, which is, kind of a damn shame. But, I mean, it is what it is, and it's why I'm a fan of, having ownership of these older games and being able to go back and play it, or even if they're introduced into a Radical Red, right? I think that that's completely fair. VC, I'm very curious to see what Hisuian Samurott is even doing. Like, I could see it having VGC usage. It's a Tadbulb. I need to get out of there. Could be a way to subdue Golden Go if it doesn't have a boost. I could see that, yeah. I'd have to look into the metagame more closely. I've been itching to get back into VGC, but I want to do it as kind of a group project kind of thing. I have not been feeling this VGC this recent season. Well, this recent game, entirely Scarlet and Violet. I've tried to play VGC, and the frame rate just hurts my head. I mean, I also have issues playing, like, Bloodborne on a PS4 at, like, 30 frames a second, so it could just be that I'm used to PC frame rate. But, like, I went back and played Sword and Shield, and I was playing Battle Tower, and I'm like, man, this feels way more stable. Was Scarlet and Violet the most fun I've had in Pokemon in approximately 10 years? Yes. I absolutely had a blast playing through both of those. I really did. And I really should play through the DLC, which I could probably actually disseminate a little through here as well. Hey, it's evolving. I could probably disseminate through that as well. And, uploading Radical Red, uploading DLC, uploading Radical Red DLC for PokéMondays, which are going to be on the channel. And I don't know, like, I have to see what the format is, and I need to see if it's more stable, because Sword and Shield just felt a lot more stable. And I want to like Scarlet and Violet, VGC, and multiplayer, but God, it hurts my brain. Ogerpon, I actually haven't seen them. I actually haven't spoiled myself for any of those. I've heard, that's the monkey one, right? I've heard a lot in regards to some of the DLC, some of the faces of the DLC. Heard a lot in regards to those, so I'm very interested to see how overtuned they are. Well, and it's like, Pokemon's gonna overtune some things, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. Is the one we don't see much of. Really? Really? Interesting, we don't see much of it. Well, it could also be a thing, right? And well, we have, what? Gen 1 for 15 years, right, around 15 years, Moltres was seen as a don't use this Pokemon, it's trash. And now it's in, like, what? RBYOU? Right? When we don't see it in trailers? Okay. So now I'm itching to get to the DLC. I'm itching to get to the DLC and see what it does. That's freaking broad. I did see the Duraludon. I actually went over that in a reaction. I reacted to when the trailers dropped. I reacted to that on the Kip Reacts channel. And I was calling, like, we're going to see a surge in people testing out Duraludon with Eviolite. Because already Duraludon has pretty solid stats and a solid typing. So it's Dialga's typing is what it is. It is what it is. It's Dialga because it's Steel Dragon. So I'm having to, like, actually think and talk. So it's Steel Dragon. So we already have a great both offensive and defensive typing, and we're gonna now add Eviolite onto that. with already final evolution. It's kind of like people were looking at Bisharp, right? Bisharp in other formats. How, oh my god, now it's an Eviolite user because it evolves into King Gambit. If Duraludon gets body pressed, I'm sure, didn't it get body pressed in Sword and Shield? I'm pretty sure it did. I mean, it gets interesting. I think it got like Steel Beam and stuff. It got some really cool TMs. So I'm very, very interested to see where it goes. I'm not the biggest competitive player, don't get me wrong, just because I have so many things that take my time away from playing Pokemon, but I absolutely love discussing competitive Pokemon. Eviolite is also a choice band. Yeah. I'm very happy to see Duraludon potentially eclipse Dracovish, because Dracovish is the other half of that formula. It is the, you know, where Duraludon is Dialga, Dracovish was Palkia, and Dragapult was Giratina, effectively. I mean, they share the typings. Okay, Poké Rider, we need to go to Cerulean. I'm gonna go try to fight Bugsy again. That'll be the last thing we do on this. This one's actually a little bit of a longer episode. I'm very curious. I'll have to get the DLC. Because I own both Scarlet and Violet, so I'm gonna have to buy both DLCs both times for each game, right? I'm gonna have to do that. But I'm very curious. I want to see if we're gonna be able to catch Walking Wake more. Because we were able to get the one from the event, and I only got one from the event because that was when the save bug was going around, and I didn't want to risk my save file integrity. I'm gonna have to catch a Walking Wake, and I'm gonna have to I want the new Raikou one as well. The Brontosaurus one. That looks like it's gonna be super cool. Dracovish. Dracovish is like he really just fucking worked, didn't he? Vicious Rend was nothing to scoff at, especially if you scarfed it or even life orbed it. Vicious Rend was nutty. Oh. I mean, people might test it out in VGC. I don't know if it'll have prominence. You know, I don't have that innate of meta knowledge. I really don't. But we'll see. I could see people experimenting with Duraludon. It can one-shot even the notably bulky Zacian. That's disgusting, actually. Holy shit. It's built different, I'll tell you what. That's a first impression. Interesting. That is generally reserved for Golisopod line. That Lockix is faster than I am. Okay, so if it were to U-turn, we're gonna Sparks. I was not expecting Lockix to be that fast. That's a knockoff. Hey, dodge that one. It did. I want it to go to other Pokemon as well, though. Because I do love Golisopod. I actually think Golisopod needs both Golisopod. Yeah, I'm dead. No. Oh, that's actually kind of fucked, though. Spidops for OU. I haven't actually seen what Spidops can do. This Lockix is going to be it got stronger, didn't it? It was 25 before. It got stronger. There's anti-grind measures in place. That's very interesting, actually. There is anti-grind measures in place on this game. Huh. Sticky Web. I mean, Sticky Web just fucking works. As it turns out, if you have speed control, generally, it works. I mean, that's why people use Trick Room. That's why people like me generally, you know, we swear by, like, Prankster, Tailwind, Whimsicott. I love Tailwind, Whimsicott. You can also do now? Yeah, that's fair. Nah, Spidops looks actually really cool. I love it. I love its design. That's a knockoff. It's just so fast. I can't really do anything against it. That's a knockoff. Yeah, it could use walk-off without really any cares or considerations. It can really not err. I guess we bring out DeVita. I might have actually made this fight a lot harder for myself, though. It's a Scyther, okay. Yeah, that was actually a really good switch. We're gonna poison fang it. That's a bug bite. It's gonna hurt a lot. God, it really does hurt a lot. Holy shit. Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to get a different team comp or something next time I try this, because they're way too fast. And I have nothing on my team that can really fight this, which is fine. I'll have to come back in next stream, next time I do this. Scyther's gonna outspeed Pidgeotto. Watch this. No. I mean, sending out Scizor is in fact the play here. I should not outspeed Scizor. Yep, there it is. Even then, Bolt Punch. Nope, right to the face. Now, I don't know how I'm going to get around Bugsy, because I've made this fight unknowingly harder, and that's a problem. There's the Bullet Punch with stab and effectiveness. I also started this pretty subpar. I went too deep on the lock kicks. And Technician, yeah. Sometimes they use Light Metal, but I'm guaranteed that's Technician. That's a Thunder Punch. Ladian outspeeds. I'm 2 levels over Ladian, and it still outspeeds me. Interesting. And Freeze doesn't even work like it used to, because it's only the Frostbite effect now. I'm like, oh, okay, I can take out Ladian. There we go. It's gonna be Lock Kicks next, yeah. Lock Kicks is just gonna go for gold. I don't think, I mean, I'm rain boosted, don't get... First impression does have what, it's what, +3? I think? +3 priority? Yeah, no, there's no way. Oh well. I have lost to Bugsy again. We will have to continue this grudge match. +2. Okay, so it's the same as Extreme Speed. Okay. I thought it was +3 for some reason. I know there's a +3 priority move. I can't remember what it is offhand. That is a good place to stop, though, actually. That is a very good place to wind up the stream. And we made a lot of progress today. We really did. We got through Brock. We got through Viridian Forest. We got through, Mount Moon. We got through Misty, even. And, we're just kind of hung up on Bugsy. But I'm also not entirely thinking the straightest at this point in time. So we'll have to save this for next time. But I want to thank you, everybody, for coming out. I definitely do appreciate it. And if you are on the Kip TV channel, you will see continuous Monday uploads for PokéMonday, all that fun stuff. Let me know in the comments section. What do you think of Bugsy? What do you think of the anti-grind measures currently in place for this? What do you think of modern VGC? What do you think of Golisopod, potentially getting a, or any other Pokemon, getting a hidden ability to help them out? I know Flygon would benefit from it as well. But let me know in the comments, all that fun stuff, and I'll see you in the next one.